Beautiful weather, beautiful day.
Beautiful
Everybody
town.
ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Robin, Hobgoblin, strangest kid I ever knew. Robin, Hobgoblin, they say he lives in a shoe. Tiny little guy, he's very small,
Only 14 inches tall.
lives somewhere inside the walls.
Never answers when you call.
I heard him laughing, did you hear it?
Tiny little household spirit.
And he may never go away. Exactly what does he do? Robin, Hobgoblin, does whatever hobgoblins do. At nighttime when the lights go out,
He goes creeping round the house,
fixing things he says are broke.
mostly playing pranks and jokes.
He's just a creepy little gnome,
Who eats us out of house and home.
and he may never go away.
Robin, Hobgoblin's here to stay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I like to see a dancer out there. That's great.
I actually had a hobgoblin living in the house,
Yes.
and his name was Robin. And he's still there. I couldn't get rid of him.
Yeah, they're hard to get rid of once they get going. Okay, I think Mr. Clarke is going to give us a demonstration of the proper way to play a triangle. Can you do that, Mr. Clarke? And we, by the way, are Key Wilde and friends, Mr. Clarke. We've got Amy on the fiddle. We've got Christy on the bass. Take a look at that bass. I bet you've never seen a bass that small. But
U bass, a little tiny bass.
little tiny bass. Okay, Mr. Clarke, show them how to play the triangle.
Hold it in your left hand.
All right, let's hear it. Okay, I got it. I'm feeling it. No, I'm not. Huh? You set the pace. A little faster. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Have you heard about the big pet pig? He's bigger than a 4-ton rig. Have you heard about the truck he tried to eat?
My word, what a heck of a feat.
Well, you can take all the garbage you've got.
What you got?
We got a pig here, leave the whole lot.
Big lot.
Used to be a half-point squealer. Now he's bigger than an 18-wheeler. He's a big boy, Sylvester. Got a row of 40 medals on his chest.
Big chest.
Best in show throughout the West. He knows no rest. Bigger the pig.
Oink, oink.
Don't push.
Just shut. Plenty room for you and me.
He's got a flank like a tank, and a snout that can sink a battleship. Takes all the girls and boys to catch this pig. Robbie Bobby took a trip to Italy.
How'd he go?
Thought that he'd go by sea.
Did she?
He jumped off the harbour in New York and he sank like a bucket front door. Up to the surface came a snout.
What'd he do?
He battled like a blue whale spout. He drank all the water in the sea. And he walked all the way to Italy. Cause he's a big boy, Sylvester. Got a row of 40 medals on his chest.
Big chest.
Best in show throughout the West. He knows no rest. Big the pig.
Oink, oink.
Don't push.
Just shut. Plenty room for you and me.
Flank, tank, breath that can sink a battleship. Takes all the girls and boys to catch this big Sylvester.
Hop around, hop around, on the other 999. If it can't be found, then I have to hop around on the other 999. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I like to keep the dancing going. Well, the girl ran off with somebody else. Carriage took all my pay. And here I stand with the old homestead before they took it away. Well, the geese fly south and the cold winds moan. I stand around and hang my head. I lost my love and I lost my home. Now I wish that I was dead. Well, what have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave my plow in the field and look for a job in town? Well, what have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave my plow in the field and look for a job in town? Yes, why did I leave my plow in the field and look for a job in town? Okay, thank you everybody. All right, Christy, you want to? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, quarter to 10. Why should I linger every time you snap your finger, little slowpoke? Why can't you hasten when you see the time's a wasting? You're a slowpoke, dear. Why should I keep trying to change you? That's not the thing to do. I guess I'll have to learn to be a slowpoke too. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now this next song is based on a true story that happened in New Jersey, not too far from here. And you may have seen this in the newspapers. It's becoming old news now, but we're trying to keep it alive. Somebody found a big pile of pasta in the woods, like 500 pounds of pasta. And it was a mystery for a while. So this song is called Pasta in the Woods. And Mr. Clarke is going to help us out here. You ready? The other day, a citizen out walking the dog spied something in the forest, enormous yellow log. Upon closer inspection, situation was revealed. 500 pounds of pasta beginning to congeal. A trail of spaghetti had been dumped along the creek by some regurgitating monster or some superhuman freak. Where did it come from? Whence did it fall? Was Straganona a true story after all? Pasta piled along the street. I ask you, who would do such a thing? Pasta dumped in the woods. Somebody is up to no good. Was the pasta cooked or was the pasta raw? Was it crime related? Were there wise guys involved? A message or a warning, a mystery to solve. Was the pasta cooked or was the pasta raw? Pasta piled along the string. I ask you, who would do such a thing? Pasta dumped in the woods in a quiet New Jersey neighborhood. Yeah! According to the news reports, someone did confess just cleaning out the pantry didn't mean to make a mess. Stockpiled in a pandemic, the purge couldn't wait. 500 pounds of pasta past the expiration date. Pasta, everybody! Pile on the string. I ask you, who would do such a thing? Pasta dumped in the woods. Somebody is up to no good in a quiet New Jersey neighborhood. All right, true story. Keep it alive.
It must be told.
Yes. And we're going to follow that up with another true story. This is particularly for the young folks out here. It's about a fairy. It's a true story that we made up about a fairy named Mary. I don't know if any of you have ever seen a real fairy, but they're very small. They're smaller than you would think. Okay.
Smaller than a hobgoblin?
They are smaller than a hobgoblin. Yes, they are. All right, let's hear it for the bikers. All right, you ready, guys?
Yep.
Mary was a fairy, but Mary was no ordinary fairy. She couldn't fly, afraid to try. Mary gazed into the sky and you could hear her softly cry. How I wish I could fly up in the sky, higher than high, into the night. How I wish I could fly. All the other fairies were just buzzing around, but Mary sat alone like a stone on the ground. They said, come and play. Mary said, go away. Someday I'll learn to fly, but I'm afraid to try today. Someday I will fly up in the sky, higher than high, into the night. Someday I will fly. One day Mary's just walking around, walking through the forest, staring down at the ground. She didn't see the boy disappear. But Mary didn't see and Mary didn't hear.
And here he comes, his net swinging. He nearly catches Mary, but she dodged and now she's running.
10 little steps for every one of his.
Swings again. He's got to corn against the tree. The net descends and Mary runs, but it's too late. Here comes the net, and now she's caught.
So the little boy's caught the fairy in the net, and he's so excited he can see her moving around in the net. And he's so excited that he's caught a fairy. And he lifted the net just enough to take a tiny peek. And what do you suppose Mary did? That's exactly what she did. She jumped into the sky and flew away.
So now Mary can fly up in the sky, higher than high, into the sky. Now Mary could fly. Mary could fly once she gave it a try. Up in the sky. Mary could fly once she gave it a try.
Higher than high.
Mary could fly once she gave it a try.
Into the night.
Mary could fly once she gave it a try. True story, folks.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then the coal company came with the world's largest shovel, and they tortured the timber and they stripped all the land. Where they dug for their coal and the land was forsaken, and they wrote it all down as the progress of man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train is hauled away. When I die, let my ashes float down the Green River. Let my soul rise on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, just 5 miles away from wherever I am. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train is hauled away. Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. John Prine. Now we're on our way to the dog park. Soon we'll arrive at the dog park. The closer we get, the louder you bark. We soon will be there. We soon will be there. We soon will be there. All right.
Thank you.
This is a song about an armadillo named Armando. And we'll try to play it in the right key. Yeah. And once again, thank you guys for having us play here. It's just such a beautiful day. We're so lucky to have this weather. We're Key Wilde and Mr. Clarke and Amy and Christy. And this is a song called Armando Armadillo. senses danger, they leap into the air. Not the best reaction when a car's coming at you on the highway. Watch out for bikes. So Armando, please stay down. Raise to the ground. Remember your wife and kids across the road and on the dog beds. Armando. Please take care, you hard-working armadillo. You're working home each day. Be sure to look both ways when you make that daily run across Highway 21. Please take care. Cuidado, Armando. When you make that daily run across Highway 21, please take care. Cuidado, Armando. Thank you. Another true story. I tried to ad-lib one thing and I messed up the whole thing. She walked through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her and left me to die like a fox on the run. Like a fox on the run. Come take a glass of wine and fortify your soul. We'll talk about the world and friends we used to know. I'll illustrate. Woman put me on the floor. The game is nearly up and the hounds are at my door. She walked through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her and left me to die like a fox on the run. Like a fox on the run. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Clarke, you want to tell everybody a little bit about your upbringing? You will find it interesting. As you might be able to notice, Mr. Clarke is not from around here. Why don't you tell him, Mr. Clarke?
Hello, everybody. I'm not from around here. So this next song is a description of how I grew up. It's a little different from most people.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm going to tell you.
Let's hear it, Mr. Clarke. Oh boy, he's cranking up the guitar.
Saturday morning and we're walking round the supermarket store. Mummy bought what we needed, but I still wanted her to buy more.
Buy more.
Now here's a perfect pile of cans. If you pull out the bottom one, you know they all are come tumbling down. Mommy, why the frown? I told you it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I was born in the forest and raised by trolls. I was born in the forest and raised by trolls.
Now you know.
And I asked myself, is it my nature or is it my nurture?
Up to you, Mr. Clarke. This is a song about a cat. We're gonna do 1.5 songs for you left. So, if you wanted to hear us play today, this is your chance. First is a song about a cat, another cat. His name was Chuck. Loved to eat. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Calling Mr. Chucker, please come out and play. We haven't seen that fuzzy ball of fluff at all today. He's hiding in the closet now. Well, let me ask you this. What's the point of having a cat when you don't know where he is? You can scream and shout and call his name until your face turns blue. If you expect an answer, you'd better bring some food. 'Cause Chuckers is selective in the things he'll choose to hear. But when you ring the dinner bell, he suddenly appears. Here comes Chuckers, here comes Chuckers, hear that cat roar. 35 pounds overweight, and there's always room for more. The only time he's sociable is when he's being fed. Anything you got, he'll eat a lot, anything that he can get. Thank you. All right, we got one more song, and then we're gonna move on. And there are many more acts coming up after this, so everybody stick around.
Figure it out back there. It's awesome.
And
The day of music.
thanks again for having us. We're Key Wilde and friends with Amy.
Thanks to our sound folks in the back. We appreciate
Yes,
it.
Amy and Christy and Mr. Clarke.
Yes, at this time I'd like to introduce this song saying that it's going to explain the entire structure of our entire universe in one song. So it's a bit of a science lesson. That's your last song.
Yes, Mr. Clarke is a science teacher in real life. All right, how's this go, Mr. Clarke? Oh, roll the rattling can, the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can, the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can, the can down on the avenue. And in that can there was a box, a rare box, a rattling box, and the box in the can, and the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can, the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can, the can down on the avenue. Everybody sing on the choruses, they're all the same. In that box there was a bag, a rare bag, a rattling bag, and the bag in the box, and the box in the can, and the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can, the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can, the can down on the avenue. In that bag there was a bottle of rare
Avenue. In that bottle there was some juice, red juice, a rattling juice, and the juice in the bottle, and the bottle in the bag, and the bag in the box, and the box in the can, and the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. In that juice there was some bubbles, red bubbles, the rattling bubbles, and the bubbles, and the juice in the bottle, and the bottle in the bag, and the bag in the box, and the box in the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. In those bubbles was some gas, red gas, a rattling gas, and the gas in the bubbles, and the bubbles, and the juice in the bottle, and the bottle in the bag, and the bag in the box, and the box in the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. In that gas there was some atoms, red atoms, rattling atoms, and the atoms, and the gas, and the gas, and the bubbles, and the bubbles, and the juice, and the juice, and the bottle, and the bottle, and the bag, and the bag, and the box, and the box, and the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. In those atoms was some protons, red protons, the rattling protons, the protons, the atoms, the atoms, the gas, and the bubbles, and the bubbles, and the juice, and the juice, and the bottle, and the bottle, and the bag, and the bag, and the box, and the box, and the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. Now, what is inside a proton?
Yeah, what's smaller than a quart? I mean, what's smaller than a motor?
Sounds like a duck. In that proton was some quarks, rare quarks, the rattling quarks, and the quarks, and the proton, the atom, the gas, and the bubbles, and the juice, and the bottle, and the bottle, and the bag, and the box, and the box, and the can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue. Oh, roll the rattling can down on the avenue.
Everybody, enjoy this beautiful day. Thanks for coming out. Yeah. And thank you, Doylestown Arts Festival, for having us on.
Thanks for having us, folks, and thanks for coming to see us.